Once you hit level 60 battle job, you can also come here to Ishgard. This content actually they just added today as I'm recording this, which is the 12th of November 2019. The Ishgard Restoration, which is a new content for crafters and gatherers. Amazing for leveling up especially. And with unique rewards in them, like a mount as well. So you just come get that notice, it's a quest. Do the quest. After you do the quest, make sure you talk to all the NPCs that have an exclamation mark as well. Yeah, you talk to the collectible appraiser as well, be sure to do that. And now that will get the new recipes added to your crafting log. And also get you introduced to collectables. Collectables are basically your quality bar turns into collectability. And the higher collectability you have, the more rewards you get, as such as XP and scripts. Scripts you can change at the script exchange. There is also script exchange that is different from this in the main cities as well. These are Ishgard rebuilding scripts. These are different. I will show you the other ones as well. So now the recipes got added to our crafting log under Ishgardian Restoration. Now we can do the level 40 recipe and hand them in. Let's check the collectible appraiser here. So for the alloy, this is for blacksmith. Every crafter class have unique recipes for Ishgard Restoration. So nails and alloy we have access to. As you can see, under the rewards, collectability 90 to 149 gives you the lowest amount of reward, and 380 collectability gives you the best reward. And this is a really good way to level up. So you see the max quality is 4100, that means 410 collectability. So you just divide it by 10. Then that is the collectability. Obviously if you have HQ mats, it will help you reach that collectability easier. But I've already shared with you rotations when I was on the other character, because I had to redo the level 1 to 50 rotations and macros. But now that we're level 50, I will make a macro for these once I gather up the materials. For the materials, you just just go to the recipe here, right click or press square, search for item by gathering method, and it will tell you, opens up the gathering log for you, tells you where to gather them. Okay, so the next step for getting gear once you reach level 50, as I mentioned, I recommend doing the Moogle Beasttribe and crafting level 51 40 durability mats to reach level 51. Don't upgrade gear until you reach 51. And then once you reach level 51, you come here to Ishgard, to the armorer, and then purchase Disciples of Hand and Land Gear, level 50. Alright, so I just made the macro for the level 40 Ishgard collectible hand-ins. And here is the gear. I will go through them in the video so you can pause to see them else. I will also post Ariella link in the video description. The food I'm using is Bula base. Before you check the materials and go gather, check the price for the food on the market board. It's NQ Bula base. You may find it really cheap on the market board, so you don't have to spend time grinding it. Here it is. It gives 34 CP, or if you find other food that gives around that amount of CP for cheap price as well, that works too. You don't need all the 34 CP from it. Because after this macro I have like 9 CP left, I believe. So you can get some food that is like at least 25 CP, so then this macro would work fine. Also, the mithril ingot you can buy from Almaja vendor if you don't want to craft it yourself. Anyway, let's go through the macro. Macro number 1. We also got Byregod's Blessing now at level 50 and Waste Not 2. Byregod's Blessing takes your inner quiet stacks and converts it into quality. All crafters get this ability at 50. So the more inner quiet stacks you have, the more quality it gives. Also depends on your control, of course, control stat. And innovation and ingenuity boosts it as well. And Waste Not 2 is just like Waste Not, but for more turns, for more actions. Okay, macro number 2. Look at Byregod's Blessing. Boom. See that quality gain? And there you go. And we only need 300, I believe, to get the maximum reward for these. No, 380. But still, it gives you really good amount of experience. Look at that. Just look at the XP bar. This is insane. Look how good this is. You should have no issue getting to level 60 quickly. You can literally spam this to get to level 60 and it will be really quick. So I don't think I'm gonna be making any more macros, to be honest with you. We're just going to spam this until level 60, okay? And then at level 60 we will have a new hand-in that we can work on. So do this for all your crafter classes now. Do the level 40 hand-in, use this macro and gear that I just shared with you. You may even have something better. I mean, look at this gear, it's totally under-leveled gear. You can like use something better tools for example, and you will get the maximum reward all the time with this macro. So this is piece of cake. This content they just added today is amazing for leveling, as you just see. Wow, I'm amazed actually how much XP that gives. I didn't expect that at all. Really awesome. And it is less work for me as well. On this guide, I don't need to make macros for every 5 levels. We can just use this until level 60. Awesome. Also at level 50 crafter, you can come here in Mordona and unlock specialists. So specialists are unlocked. You can make 3 classes specialist. And it's not permanent decision, you can still change it after. I'll show you later how. For example, let's make carpenter specialist. Once you do that, you get Soul of the Carpenter, you equip it. And it gives you craftsmanship, control and CP plus 15. So you get extra stats that help you. That's actually, I did this after the macro I just showed, so with this extra control may help you reach the required collectability for max rewards as well. The next thing you want to unlock is the Rowena's House of Splendors collectable action. So we can also do collectable for gathering too. Rowena's House of Splendors is accessible now. So this is just like the restoration of Ishgard I just showed you. These are different types of collectibles. You hand it in, you get XP and scripts. And you can exchange the scripts for rewards like materia and gear and materials. And just like Grand Company dailies, they sometimes get a star, which means you get more rewards, bonus scripts and XP. So if you're gonna do collectibles, do the ones with star. Don't do it without star. Unless you're really desperate to level up certain classes. You can see these collectible appraisers and script exchanges in the main cities as well. So you can hand it in there. Right now, for example, they want Old World Fig for Botanist collectible. And the minimum collectability is 240. I'm gonna show you how to get that. Alright, just hit level 51 gathering. So at level 46 you get Truth of the Forests. There will be nodes called Unspoiled nodes that spawn certain time of the day, Eorzean time. You see it says ET at the top left right corner of my screen. That's Eorzean time. So certain nodes spawn at certain Eorzean time. There's a website that you can see all of them. You can just type the name of the item and it will tell you which Eorzean time it spawns. And to reveal them, you need to do Truth of the Forests. And it says you sense a level 50 vegetation patch. And just go towards it. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description for Garland tools. That's where you can find all of them. To know when each of them spawns. There's also legendary nodes. They're just like Unspoiled nodes, but you have to unlock them with folklore books. But I'll show that later. Also, at 50 we unlocked Collector Gloves. The quest I did earlier. So put Collector's Gloves on, and we were gonna get, and we go timers, Rowena's House of Splendors. This resets same time as Grand Company dailies, by the way, whether you get star or not. So we have Old World Fig, and this is the node. It spawns at 2 PM and 2 AM, and disappears at 4 AM and 4 PM Eorzean time. And make sure you have stealth on so you don't get aggro from enemies. Sneak, it's renamed to Sneak. And we have items that increase our collectability. So just like crafting, in gathering we have collectible as well. We have abilities to increase that. So the main ability is Methodical Appraisal, which increases collectability of the item. Utmost Caution, just like crafting have durability, collectible gathering also have durability, so you're limited to how many attempts you can make. So Utmost Caution skips one durability reduction. And Discerning Eye increases the proc of your Methodical Appraisal. And any appraisal, really. Instinctual Appraisal is same as Methodical, but it's RNG whether you get multiplication by 0.8%. That's actually, in that case, if you get unlucky and get 0.8 or 0.9, that's worse than Methodical. So if you want to gamble, use Instinctual. But we're not gonna use that. We're just gonna use the regular one. So once you open a node, if you have the Collector's Gloves on, if you can't collect one item, it will get grayed out. You can't do it. So this one is in the Rowena's House of Splendor, so it's not grayed out. We can do it. So we start with Discerning Eye, so we get our Methodical Appraisal power up. And we don't need to do Utmost Caution just yet, because we have enough durability. Well, for gathering, durability is called wear. We have enough wear to hit the collectability that we want, which is 370. So you only need 200 GP for this, so you just do Discerning Eye, Methodical, and then 2 Methodicals. So 3 Methodicals in total One of them is with Discerning Eye, so we hit enough to get the max reward, which is 370. But we hit 395, it's a little bit over. Actually, collectability even increases a little bit as you gather as well, so you can take that into account. It's usually a random number from 1 to 20, 30 or something. Also, if you hit HQ, if you have high perception, it will also increase it a lot. So there we go. And the gear I'm using is a level 51 left side with level 48 belt. Let me go through them one by one. You can pause the video, see what materia I have in it. So level 48 main hand. The mithrite stuff we bought in Ishgard from the Ishgard vendor. As I said, you can retrieve the materia. So any materia you put in, you won't lose it. You can 100% guaranteed retrieve it. You can 100% guaranteed retrieve up to grade 5 materia. And then grade 6 and above you will have a chance to lose it if you try to retrieve it. But all I've used was grade 3 and grade 4s. You don't need to do these melts, I guess, because we only need 200 GP per rotation, but the gathering stat helps. Just make sure you have around 350 gathering and you should be good. I'm gonna use this until level 55, and then at level 55 I'm gonna use a new rotation and use a new node to show you. From level 51 and above, I highly recommend that you only do collectible crafting to level up, because you will get yellow scripts at the same time. You're gonna need a lot of yellow scripts to unlock the folklore nodes. If you don't have the folklore books, which you can buy with yellow scripts, you get the yellow scripts with collectible hand-ins for gathering yellow scripts. So by the time you hit level 80, if you have mostly done collectibles to level up, you will have enough yellow scripts to buy all the folklore books. Well, most of them, if not all. See how much XP I can gain? Look at that. 3 of these old Wolfigs are enough to get 1 level. It's insane. And we just got Impulsive Appraisal, which I can explain to you what it does. So you need, Discerning Eye costs 200 GP, right? But with Impulsive Appraisal you have 30% chance to get Discerning Eye for free. So you don't need to use GP, so you can use GP for other stuff. For later example, at level 57 you can use Single Mind instead, which makes you not waste a gathering attempt, so you get 1 extra item, even more XP then per node. So it's really fun to do collectible gathering. And then later on you get Impulsive Appraisal 2 at level 61, which it's not only 30% chance that you get Discerning Eye, it's even more if you have high perception. So at that point we're gonna melt perception to increase our chances for Discerning Eye procs. So once you've reached level 30 crafters and have done the level 19 main scenario quest, live materia and everything, you can come here in Ulda, right here from Sint-Goth, and you can unlock Desynthesis. What Desynthesis is just breaking down items to get back materials. And there is a skill system for Desynthesis as well. The more skill you have, the higher chance you have for rare items. So if you have gear that you don't need anymore, and instead of discarding it, you just desynth it and get something out of it. You can desynth anything that is desynthable at any level. There is no RNG involved in breaking it anymore. Before patch 5.1 you had a chance to actually break the item and not get anything from it. But it doesn't work like that anymore. You can descent anything at any time that you don't need anymore. And as you descent, your skill level goes up. So anything that you find, any gear that you don't want, just descent it and get your skills up so you can get more rare items. Also be sure to unlock the Vath vendor, the Vath Beasttribe, from the Vath storyteller after you do the Lord of the Hive story quest here in Dravanian Forlands. Their vendor have really good materials, like most of the Heavensward stuff. Okay, unlocked. That was a long quest. And then you go to the Vag Stick Peddler, purchase items. We need to rank up first before they appear, unfortunately, but you're leveling battle jobs anyway, right? So you may as well. Once you get to level 55 Gatherer, what I recommend is come to Mogholm and purchase field gear and buy the level 55 left side. Dalmaskin hat. This. For the offhands you can just craft them. Or you can also check if you can find them cheap on the market board as well. Actually do that for everything you buy. Before you check the vendor, check the market board. Usually some things are much cheaper than vendor, because people just throw them at the market board. But otherwise, Titanium Scythe and Sledgehammer for level 56 is the ones you wanna craft. Don't worry about HQing them. NQ should be just fine. Alright, it's time to show you the level 56 node. And I'll show you the gear that I got for this. Updated to level 56 left side and tools. And we'll just continue to do collectables to level up gatherers. Light the kidney ore. So first you wanna do Discerning Eye, and then Impulsive Appraisal, hoping to keep your Discerning Eye while getting some collectability as well. We didn't get to keep it, but it's alright. You do one more Discerning Eye, then just go do Methodical Appraisal. One more Discerning Eye, and then another Methodical Appraisal. And you should be at collectability that you want for max XP reward. It's nice if you can use food or use more GP melts to get to 650 GP, so you can use Sharp Vision to get this to 100%, because it's 95% right now. But the thing is, you level so quickly, it's not that worth going so hard on melts and stuff, because you replace gear so quickly. They made leveling so fast now for both gatherers and crafters. Anyways, this is the gear. I'm showing it in the video and Ariella as well in the video description. As you can see, I'm still using really crappy accessories, so if you craft even if it's NQ accessories, you can still get a lot of GP. But I just want to show in the guide that how easy it is. You don't need to go that hard on gear and stuff while leveling up. But if you enjoy being at the top of your stats for each level range, then by all means go ahead. And just to show how much XP you can gain from them, look at that. Wow, level 60 already. Damn, that is insanely a lot of XP. They really have made crafting and gathering XP easier to get. 61 already, oh my god. And 60, oh. There is no excuse not leveling, crafting and gathering anymore. So once you are level 56 gatherer, you can also unlock no longer a collectible quest, which is the Aetherial Reduction. It's basically breaking down collectible gatherer materials into crystals and sands. Sands are type of material that you need for master recipes later down the line. There are Heavensward, Stormblood and Shadowbringer sands. Every expansion there is new type of sands, and they will be used for the master recipe. So it's highly important to have Aetherial Reduction. Even if you're just selling the sands to make gil. And do that quest also. Go West Craftsman to unlock Idleshire's NPCs. And also unlock these quests as well in Mordona. With Talon you can unlock Master Recipes 1 and 2. And from Master Recipe 3 and upwards it's gonna be bought with yellow crafter scripts. And the Gatherer books are bought with yellow Gatherer scripts. As of Shadowbringers. Next expansion is gonna be white scripts, that's gonna be the normal script and so on. So just unlock all of these quests. Do all of these quests that show blue and with a plus. That means you're unlocking new feature of the game. And here is Talon. You can trade a lot of stuff. So you can... Yeah, these are not important. These are just materials. There is master recipes, right? Master crafting tomes. These are the important ones that you gonna unlock. The demi-materials you get through Desynthing. Level 25 to level 50 items. Item level 25 to 50 gear. Crafter and Gatherer gear drop Fieldcraft demi-materia 1 and Battle gear drop Battlecraft demi-materia. So just use Desynth until you get these and unlock the demi-materia master recipes. And then for Master Recipe 1, Master Blacksmith, Leatherworker and so on 1, after you unlock the... It's staged, like, you unlock them in order. You first unlock the Master Carpenter demi-materia, for example, and then you unlock Master Carpenter 1 with the recipes you get from this. And then with the recipes you get from Master Carpenter 1, you get the items. You need to craft HQ as you see to unlock Master Blacksmith 2. And one common material that you're gonna need to unlock Master Goldsmith 2 and so on is gonna be Fieldcraft demi-materia 3, which is obtained from Desynthing. So the best way that I know of to get Fieldcraft demi-materia 3s is to come to this vendor here in Ulda, Novelty Gear, and buy the Bridesmaid sandals, and desynth them. Right now in the server, each Fieldcraft demi-materia 3 costs 26,000 gil. So check your market board, see if it's cheaper. If you prefer to buy it just from the market board, feel free. But if you wanna try your luck and just desynth these sandals. Also, I do have a decent guide for Leatherworker. But back then, it was much harder to level Desynth, so maybe that guide is not as relevant. But if you wanna check it out anyway, I'll put it in the video description. There it is. As soon as I hit 70 plus decent skill, I started to get one. So So once you are at level 56 and you unlock the Ethereal Reduction, now you also have access to Ephemeral Nodes, which is the purpose for the Ethereal Reduction ability. Basically, you do Collectable on them, and you do Ethereal Reduction on those, and then you get sands or crystals. It's a way to farm sands and crystals. Just for the sake of showing it to you as example, I'm just gonna quickly get these. Just gonna do 3 or 2 moves. I will do a proper rotation for these and show you in next parts of the video of the guide. For now, I just want to show this as an example how Ephemeral Nodes work. Each Ephemeral Node are available for 4 hours, 4 Eorzean hours, and then the next one will spawn in a different area. They're always the same spot, but spawn different times throughout the day. So, and to respawn them as long as the node is at the spawning window, for this one is 4 AM to 8 AM. As long as it's in the spawning window, all you need to do is open one node at a pair. Gatherer nodes are in pairs, 3 pairs in each area. You just open one node at a pair, go to another pair, open it, you don't need to gather from it. And the Ephemeral Node will respawn. This is the method of quickly respawning them so that you can gather from them. And sometimes nodes proc that you get gathering attempts +1 or +2. If you're waiting for your GP to replenish, it's a good idea to keep respawning it like I just showed you until you get gathering attempts +1 or +2. So that's the way Ephemeral Nodes best work. I have video guides already for showing the latest sands, the best way to get them, but I'm still have to show you and explain to you in this beginner guide anyway. So there you go. And the Garland Tools website, which I'll link in the video description, that is used for the Unspoiled and Legendary nodes. There is also a tab for Ephemeral Nodes, so if you just click on it, you can see all of Ephemeral Nodes and when they spawn as well, what level they are and so on. Or if you already know which item you want in your gathering log, you just search for it in Garland Tools and it will come up. So there's the Ethereal Reduction unlocked. Now I'm gonna use it on the items we just gathered. Let's add the ability to our hotbar first. Okay. So there's purity. The higher collectability you have on the item, the higher purity. Higher purity yields more crystals and sands. Higher chance for HQ sands, and so on. So that's why we need a proper rotation. These are low purity, I just wanted to show as an example. But later I will show rotations that you can use for higher purity. Anyway, I'm gonna conclude this part of the guide here. If you find it enjoyable or find it helpful, please like, favorite, subscribe and share the video. And if you want to support the content, you can do that on Patreon or my Twitch streams. I do most of the progression of this character on my live on Twitch as well. If you are interested, come and hang out and say hi. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.